Hi, my name is Tarfia Faizullah, and I'll be reading today from my book Theme and Registers of Illuminated Villages, and I'll conclude with some new work. Dhaka Obad. Outside, too fragile not to consider. Rebar puncturing sky, empty sweet boxes stacked into columns, another call to prayer loud, then waning. Even this mosquito netting boxing my bed is in danger. I wake from some dream that leaves me doubled over in this light cutting away half of me. How can people hurt each other, go on living? Today, I don't want anything to touch me. I dreamt that you were resurrected, no longer bone erasing bone. This water, lustrous with so many people's shit, continues to tunnel, relentless. How do I love as much as I say I do? Interviewer's note. Today there is no drinking water. Today there is no light. Today there is only kerosene, the hum of a generator pulsing deep into the exhausted darkness. You write the word shame. It is possible to live without memory, Nietzsche said. But is it possible to live with it? So it's my younger sibling's birthday in a couple of days, and I want to read this poem for Tausif. To the littlest brother. Hey, Choto Bhai, heard they promoted you to first commander of the old crew. Heard you can turn the knots back into ropes now that they're with you. As for me, I'm still fighting not to be a djinn or hate-burnt spire. I haven't razored my wrists yet, though, or pilfered the pills to end the endless clang and clamor of oil change. What should we eat? Cash register. Ka-ching, ka-ching, my girl Jay and I would high-five and say, anytime we saw boys we decided to confuse into men. Before you judge, consider. Before body there is nobody, and we all begin as small shores. Chotobai, heard you tie ties by yourself now, that out there there's the right one to love, that you don't shake at the table as much anymore. Is pink still your favorite color? Do you still eavesdrop with 4 ears and 2 knocked knees? Listen, the ache of a sister for a brother isn't obvious or absent, I swear. Not all of us die at war or in accidents. Choto Bhai, the books I left are secrets, underlined beside a summer-heavy pecan tree. Right past all the censors. I'll grab cheese sticks, high-five you after, tomorrow. Remember? This next poem is called Consider the Hands Once Smaller, and it's a poem I wrote for my good friend Durba Mitra, who was telling me about this project she was doing where she was collecting pictures of women in her family smiling. Consider the hands once smaller. It is like this. The night is lonely until it isn't. You bite your tongue after eating orange rubbed with chili, before wishing for a kiss from the man whose questions unearth the softness in you. We share with each other the names of our dying. We buy oranges in cities, gnawing, then burying the cadavers of their own opulent dreams. We tell each other to dream. When you send me pictures you're collecting of women in your family smiling, I unhinge. It is like this. The night is our hair inking torsos into reliquaries. I don't know why we don't know our own holiness, but once you were a little girl, and so was I. And I'm just going to conclude with an excerpt of my third book in progress called Alien of Extraordinary Ability. And I'm just going to read the excerpt that is published in South Asian Avant-Garde, actually. Okay. So it begins with a quote from Rabindranath Tagore from Gitanjali. When one knows thee, then alien there is none, then no door is shut. Why do you want this visa? A home. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Why in this country? Everyone likes sweet stuff sometimes. What are your plans? To build a spaceship out of the years named solace. So it is to be born a particular particle to no particular address on no particular day of a less than particular week. So it is to be star-seer, sin-shelter, flower, i.e. child named Nayantara, a rear view. So it is that the name you were given is not the same as the one you have chosen. So it is to sense in an otherworldly sweetness. Have we met, you ask? No. I am talking to myself. Before you, idea. So it is to walk towards a frame, hoping for image versus error. For don't you want to see your own particles arranged in the museum mirrors? No? Okay. Then forget continuum. Be disruption. Go back to sleep, Miss Chaudhary. The American situation is strange. Love, 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 love. But we have not met yet. This is a museum. I am making a list. Personal ornaments, collared discs, scepters and early imagery, Neolithic axes of the culture, blades, dagger axes, arrowheads and knives, serrated discs, ceremonial blades, serrated and axes, handles, animal heads and masks, dragons, fish, birds, naturalistic animals, insects, surface decoration, dish with coiled bird and dragon interlacery, plaque, shroud. This is a list to keep thoughts of you at bay. So it is to imagine your death, to hold a conversation with your absence. So good, this gallery, you say. Yes, it is quite the door to 1,000 years ago, cries the past. Shh, begs the future. Let's watch the wall open. See, we'll have time for the fields. See, we'll consult the sun regarding the moon. See, now we'll see other families, our own. Is this a museum or a border? Where there is a border, does there need to be patrol? No touching the heart, I mean art, security cries. Okay, I say, okay, and part the regions of my torso. That is how I learned the guard is blind to my mockingbird inside. Now walk towards flowering cherry and autumn maples, mockingbird commands. Do it, alone. Idea you disappears. I leave the museum or linger. I become or engage in an etching, window shopping, allusions to the sea, light palette, ewer and basin. I once was and will never again be virgin and child, the rape of by. Are you also trying to understand what it is to be a master?